this is a soft show, isn't it? And that, like, even myself, when I started, like, I was writing music from early. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I was like 11 or 12, I started. Listen, my book was open. Teachers, you all know it, innit? Like, my book was open in the back of the class, innit?
Bars.
Scribing
in
the back of the class.
Yeah.
Beatbox on the table. But me and who else used to do the table times? He was very good at it. It's a guy
I
called.
can't remember.
Big you up, Philip. Philip used to be good with the table tap.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah.
Man, like Philly,
mad.
You know. Yeah.
Big up my man, innit? Like, he used to, like, so again, man would be like writing and that, but it wasn't anything that I'd expressed at home, but it was also, I don't think it was cottoned on to at home. So I never really had that support from home. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was still more about like, do your books, learn this and this.
Learn your books.
If you knew that what I spend my time doing, you might look at it a bit differently. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But part of that also, I'm not blaming my parents on that, and I'm just saying that, like, even myself, I'm the child, innit? That's what anyone's gonna say, but was I vulnerable enough to go and say, well, like, this is what I want to do?
Yeah.
Do you get me? I think my dad cottoned on at like age 15, but by this time I'd already started ducking the yard and doing what I wanted to do.
You was well on your way.
You know what I mean? It weren't about you. This is what I want to do, innit? And nothing's gonna stop me. I think there might have been a point of admiration in the fact that I was so rooted in what I want to do, but the support weren't there like that. Yeah. Maybe because there wasn't a good sense of understanding or whatever it is. But I know that on that journey I was on my own. And big up my man. Like, I remember one time me and me and Big C. Shout out Big C.
Nocturnal.
Bad man, Nox. So like I remember, like, it must have been about 15, 14 or something like that. And we must have ducked out the yard. We went all the way from end south to east, like to Hackney, innit? No, Stratford, so tell a lie. There was a show going on there. I don't even know. I didn't really know I was going to get to Stratford.
I'm getting there.
So I'm going.
By Crook, you're getting there.
Going.
What was it for? Talent show or something?
Yeah, it was like one of the music talent show things, innit?
Yeah.
So, and I was like, it's mad because imagine what we know now, like with wisdom, it's preparation, innit?
Yeah.
But back then it was just like, I just got to do this thing. You don't know how you're going to do it, but it's almost like what we're saying, it failing forward. So we end up in this spot now, and it's funny because they got our names wrong, innit? Yeah. Like, I'll never forget that.
Okay.
They were like, Siak and Maniac. I was like, rah, them ones there, butchering man's name. Even dealing with that, like, listen, I'm me, innit? Like, what you doing?
Throw you off big time.
Yeah. So we came on, we did our thing. Performed to a little instrumental. We was already making tunes in my yard by then anyway, using the tape decks and that, double recording. I used to bring them into school and clash mans in school and whatnot. Yeah, so bang, was already, so like, we got there, we did that. Bro, like, when I tell you, the level of conviction, now that I look back at it, it took for man to do that. First, defy your parents, because my dad didn't want us to go out. He said, do your books and all them vibes there. Yeah. Go out there, perform, and then, do you know what I'm saying? And deliver that performance under pressure, bruv. People were there watching you, like, it's like, I'm not even ready for this.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
It's a lot.
Even the travel thing.
It's a lot.
Man's navigating and doing geography. I'm taking little elements of school. Stuff that I'm not studying in, like, do you get me?
Yeah.
So, and turning it into life experiences. So, like, I think that experience personally, like, when I look back at it now, I think, that was a little bit of a making of me in terms of what I can do for myself.
Absolutely.
But if you ask me, would I have liked my parents to be involved? I'll probably say yes.
Absolutely.
I feel like there would have been a different level of belief and confidence, because in that time that you're doing that, you're being put through the washer, innit?
Yeah.
Your confidence is taking a hit. Yeah. You have to find a way to bring it back up. Yeah, all this time as well, puberty setting in, there's gal around, you're trying to figure how you're going to navigate that, you're taking hits with gal, like, bruv, you're all over the place.
It's a lot, man.
Settled, innit?
No, it's a lot. Like, where we're from, it's kind of, it's taboo. It's almost like it's a jolting. What do you mean you want to do music? What do you mean you want to kick ball? Is ball going to put food on the table? You know, you want to sing your way to your bills. You know what I mean? It was sort of like frowned upon, and there was no support when it came to, you know, what 80s babies. I'm sure, you know, like some of the 90s babies, 70s babies definitely can relate. 80s babies, and some of the 90s babies could relate. But you know, as we get, it's get a bit more, you know, as well, parents is a bit more flexible now. But yeah, from where we're from, like it was kind of like something like embarrassing for your child. Like, you got to be a doctor, you got to be an engineer, you got to be a lawyer. For what? So you can stunt to your friends.
Look at your age mates.
No, because you
look at your age mates. Look at what they're doing at age 12. Look at your age mates.
Look at your age mates.
You ain't even got a job. You know, you're still looking at your age mates.
They take their academic degrees very, very seriously. But for what? Sometimes you have to see. Sometimes you do all these things and you get these degrees and you still go and do cleaning job, or you still go and waste.
To be fair, that would be more their experiences, I would say. Because if you've come from a different country and you're trying to convert that degree or that whatever that level of education is, say like from Africa or the Caribbean to here, that's when they end up doing that. Now, for me, there's a point where like there's an element of truth to what they're saying in terms of like, we've got, what I'm saying is for us born here, like we've got better opportunities. You know what I mean? We can exploit those opportunities better.
So what I was trying to say, well, not necessarily, when I say cleaning job, basically I say you don't really use your degrees.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Cool. Even up to today, people do degrees for the sake of it. And there's two things, you don't use your degrees, or you use it, but sometimes you had a skill, you know, you could play ball. Everyone knew you could play ball on the ends in school, knew this guy was the guy. But what? He never got the support he needed. You know, they want him to come and play here, this stadium on this day. They want you to be at Scotland on this day. They want you to, there's a camp in Amsterdam this summer holiday. Yeah. But you can't go. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, this guy listens to his parents and or her parents and strives and goes the academic route, gets the degree, but they're bitter at 50 years old. I could have been.
There's a point there, but there's another point I want to interject on, like that sometimes that situation isn't always a matter of like, because there's different types of support, innit?
Yeah.
So you could have emotional support, you can have financial support, plenty of others, but like sometimes the parents might want to support, but they don't have the finances to support. Like even like you're saying, you're right. There's been enough camps.
Or the knowledge.
Or sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which is even more dangerous. But again, what it comes down to is that level of interaction and engagement that you have with children, and it's a lesson really for everybody in terms of how we deal with people. You get what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah, because if you can't engage with people, you can't engage with your children. You're going to struggle engaging with people to that level. You get what I'm saying? So. Because obviously, you know, you're trying to look after what's at home first. Like that's your first role. Yeah. That's for me. That's the key priority. Yeah. So, sometimes it's financial. I know definitely there were times like, okay, look, I'm saying this thing about the support and whatnot. I remember there was a time, for example, where, you know, I wanted to go to a certain trip or whatever it was. Yeah. And my parents didn't have the peas for it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And they were like, right, you can't go. Yeah. Now, I don't know what kind of a stink I kicked up or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. But somehow they found a way to make man go, innit? Like, so.
That's different though.
Yeah.
That's different. And we'll move on to. That's different for, you know, not having the financial means and whatnot. Yeah, so you said there's emotional support. You know, support. I really like. Okay, yeah, my son's good at music. You go and do your thing. You know what I mean? I'll do what I can. You know, like I'll take it personally. Even me, like I see, like my brother might not be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that, but he does really well at hiding it. if he is, but but best believe from the day, like if you don't know, like my niece is Miss Banks. Best believe from the day she decided to start really doing music, he's always pushed her. Yeah, like spiritually, she's always one hit away.
Oh, serious?
Oh, my brother would play the tunes all day, bang the tunes. Everyone would come in, play the tunes. Trust me, she's about to blow. You know, she's one song away from the age of 16.
Bro,
she's always been one song away, and you see the spirit and the belief. Oh man!
And
listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, trust me, because we can say some people do make it without. You know, you've seen people make it. Oh, you know, my dad went in my life, my mum didn't. Whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm saying the energy behind when he plays her songs and the vibe. Everyone must hear the new song. Everybody must hear the new song. He'll play it 50 times in his yard. You go home. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm trying to say sometimes, obviously, if it's not, you don't have to have the resources, and sometimes you don't have to have the knowledge so much. Yeah, sometimes it's good. Sometimes just give them give support. Give them a support and give them a time frame. Tiny tempers, mum, give him a year. Make this work, or you're going to uni. But about 2 days before he was meant to go to uni, he was out of it. You know what I mean? So sometimes like that. I know I'm going here and there, but
no.
Sometimes like that. So just there's different ways to support. There's different ways to support, and I just feel like, in our day and age, and that's me being a bit personal. You know what I mean? Like,
what was your experience like? What was your experience?
It's a bit similar. So I don't like. I think lack of knowledge, and. You know, it became a thing of like, from where we're from, it's a competition, isn't it? My son's in Cambridge, my son in Oxford, my son's a doctor, my son's a solicitor. Like, but your son's got a bad heart. What are you talking about? Like, he's a bad guy, innit? Like, you know, he's polygamous. You know, like, but you know what I'm saying? But you're priding things on like things like that. I'm not saying, I'm not knocking it, but you know what I mean? But it was so like driven on, what they're doing. I need to get my graduation picture. I'm just talking about our culture in general. Would I like a bit more support from Mumsy? Yes. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Yes, because
how do you feel like not having the support hindered your growth on your journey, if at all? Because I'm not suggesting.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say how it hindered. But would I have? And it's hard because mum only does what she can do, innit? And I'm not trying to throw her under anything. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm not trying to think. But all I do know, like, I can just say, like, who doesn't want their mum saying, yo, what's this new song? You know? Or what can I do? Just something, innit? Or just showing some sort of like enthusiasm behind what your child is doing. Because sometimes, you could be. Because you're not saying don't do it, doesn't mean you approve. You know, like a silent disapproval.
I agree.
You get what I mean?
I agree
silent
with that.
disapproval.
I can relate.
If someone's not being, if you're not really being proactive, you might as well not be. Like, you might as well say, you know what, just pack it in, mate. You know what I mean? Just pack it in.
I'd rather that, and then show me what I'm packing.
Because listen, man,
you know what I mean?
Boy, what I'm saying, I know, like, a lot of children, you know, people in our generation could relate. You get?
Yeah, no. Even as you're telling me the story with Janice and that, like, I was thinking it's mad because you're saying that like your brother was rinsing the tunes in front of the family. Because for me, in terms of like the battleground, that's where it starts, in front of your family. Like, for me, if I wanted to play something, I had to play it myself, innit? Do you know what I mean? I had to play it, like, even to get like my brother's respect. I had to go forward. Nobody was like saying to me like, "Rah, like, oh, you got this talent and you could do this, that, and the third." So it's always me having to push it. So then you become used to that independent mindset.
For real.
And then in and as much as it strengthens you and it sharpens you and it makes you tougher along the way. There's hits, there's roughs and tumbles along the way that you experience. And you know, we all think that we're big people when we're 18. We think we're big people when we're 20. We think we're big people when we're 25. We think we're big people when we're 30, bro. Come to learn, by the time you start to really become wise, you still don't know nothing at age 40. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you're taking a lot of hits in those early stages and not really fully knowing how to navigate through them without the support.
Yeah.
Because you're learning on the job.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's mad though, don't get it twisted. That's took me through mad doors.
For real.
That's took me through mad doors because there are jobs that I've gone to where I might not have a Scooby.
Yeah. But that's more so
the confidence in knowing that I can figure it out.
Yeah, but that's more you.
You get what I'm saying?
That's you being a hustler and adapting to the situation. You know what I mean? You put someone in a situation and they've had to fight out of that bucket. No one wants to be in the bucket. Man's talking about like, man, okay, I'm a crab, but man's to get out of the bucket. Man, no one's trying to be, if you're trying to be a crab in a bucket, I just want to be a crab. I want to have to get out of the bucket. Like, no one's trying to, you know what I'm saying? No one's trying to be that. No one's trying to be, go through things. Like, obviously, I pray for refinement, you know what I mean? Like, God was to refine me, but like, refine me in a way as that I don't have to go through as much adversity if I don't need to. You get me? So you've had to navigate out of a situation. But like if Lewis Hamilton sort of vibe that was,
it'd be different.
What I mean?
It'd be different.
100%.
It'd be very different.
100%. You get. So yeah, and that's it. Really.